Well, with the start of the summer traveling season just around the corner, YCN took a trip to nearby Plymouth, Vermont to look at one of Vermont's most scenic villages and newly remodeled visitor centers. Now located along scenic routes 100 and 100A, Plymouth is comprised of two small villages, Plymouth and Plymouth Notch, the boyhood home of President Calvin Coolidge. Now, historic Plymouth Notch is carefully preserved as this small hill town remains virtually unchanged since 1923. Now, it was in his old family homestead when Calvin Coolidge was sworn in as the 30th President of the United States.
My name is William Jenny. I'm the Regional Historic Site Administrator for the Vermont Division for Historic Preservation, and I'd like to welcome you to Plymouth Notch, the birthplace and boyhood home of President Calvin Coolidge. This is regarded as one of the best preserved presidential sites in the country. In the historic village, we have not only the Coolidge birthplace, but the Coolidge Homestead, another building, and that's the one he was actually raised in and where he was sworn in as president on August 3rd, 1923. And that event brought this little village to instant fame. Literally thousands of people started coming here almost every day to check it out. And in fact, the next summer when Coolidge had his summer White House here, a reporter counted between 4,000 and 5,000 cars parked out here in the field where our parking area is now. Gradually, everything was preserved, and so folks can now see the village as it was in Coolidge's time. This is our permanent exhibit in here, which we call More Than Two Words, the life and legacy of Calvin Coolidge. We have a lot of very fun elements in here, very interactive, great for families, and so we have flip books and narration monitors, and where you can ask Calvin Coolidge a question and he responds.
When I became president, I thought that I would find those press conferences something of a bore and not particularly pleasant.
Well, Vice President Coolidge happened to be up here visiting his family when word came that President Harding had died. And there was only one telephone in town at that point, and it was in the general store. And so they were ringing that phone from Washington, but the storekeeper had gone to bed and didn't answer the phone. So finally they got a hold of someone up in nearby Bridgewater, Vermont, about 6 miles north of here, and someone came down in a car to the Coolidge homestead, knocked on the door, and Calvin's father answered it, and he was delivered the news that Harding had died. And so Calvin's father was the first one to address Calvin as President of the United States. And there is a famous story that we believe is true. As Vice President Coolidge, he was once seated next to a woman at a dinner party, and she told him that she had a bet with someone that she could get him to say more than 2 words during the dinner, and his response was, "You lose." Please visit us on our website for further information. It's historicsites.vermont.gov/Coolidge.
Plymouth Notch served as the 1924 summer White House, and the village church, general store, cheese factory, and community dance hall offer travelers a glimpse back in time and into American history. It's a great place to visit this summer, so go on over and check it out.